Here's a closer look at the tire I'm running now. It's an old Metzler that I had on my 650. Definitely doesn't have the tread that it once had, but at least it's not dry rotting and cracked all over the place. And I'm running more air pressure in there today, just to keep it from possibly spinning on there again. This bike does not have a rim lock on it. I did wrap some duct tape around the rim a couple times just to maybe try to give it a little bit more push up against the tube in the tire maybe. I don't know if that's going to do anything. But so far so good back here. Only had one major climb to get back to here, and it's holding up still. So good, that tire's not spinning on the rim. Running more air pressure in the back to hopefully keep that from happening again. But I am paying for it on the bumps. Tire rubbing on the chain guard a little bit there too. So if you're wondering what that noise is, it's that. You really only hear it when I'm off the gas, so not a big deal. slightly tall, but it's got enough grunt to carry it. It's got enough low end grunt to carry it through those gears. These creeks are all rearranged in that big rain we got. How this one is. This engine pretty good. Just kind of taking it easy. I don't want to. I'm afraid of spinning that tire on that rim again. Although I do have more pressure in it now, like I was saying. I'm going to take a look at it up here just to make sure nothing's out of sorts. So good. Still got pressure. That's always good. Everything else seems pretty tight on it. So I forgot to mention earlier, I put a different seat on this too. I'll put some pictures up. You guys can see what that looked like before. But yeah, I think we're good to go. I'm going to go down the creek here now. And head back towards some more trails. Here's a nice crawling gear. Keep it right above idle. Well guys, the bike has held up awesomely back here. The tire hasn't slipped, no leaking of fuel, starts up every time, hasn't overheated, nothing stupid like that. So I'm really happy with this bike. It's grown on me a lot since riding it on some of these more technical trails, because it rides more like a big bike compared to the 72. Obviously the front wheel has a lot to do with that. The 72 kind of gets sucked into stuff with that little front wheel, and I mean it does still feel lighter obviously, but this bike rides a little bit more like refined, I guess you could say. It's a more refined feel, which, you know, 8 years newer, it's gonna feel a little bit different. Like I said, it's geared more towards the roads, I think, but the gearing is pretty good. The first 2 gears, really, I'm rarely in third gear. I opened it up in that one spot in that gravelly area. I got into fourth, I think, and it gets up to speed real nice. But for crawling along back through the single track here in the creeks, it's mostly first gear, and sometimes second. I'm gonna keep this short since I did a lot of the talking in the first video, but I just wanted to let you know everything's working great. We got one more climb out of here. That's the last test, so let's see what happens. We almost made it. I'd say that counts. We just slid down that route a little bit. Yeah, that counts. So thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little series on the 1980 TS185. Took us 2 tries to get it back here for a complete ride, but I think we got the bugs ironed out now, thankfully. So I still probably gonna switch that front tire up to a knobby before I try to sell it, or if I decide to keep it for a little while. I still don't know. It's still a toss-up between this and the 72, but I wish I can keep them all, but I can't. So yeah, stay tuned for the next one. I think the next video is going to be on my Yamaha AT1. Once I get the top end in that, I'll be doing a riding video for that bike too. So of course there's more down the pipeline, so make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon and get alerted when you see these videos come out. I'll have a lot more riding videos to do this summer, and I've still always got the wrenching videos too, so I still got some bikes in queue. So stay tuned. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you in the next video.